Hello everyone, this is Kat with Artisan Designs by Kat, and today I am back on my wheel for the first time in a long time. It's a gorgeous day outside. Gonna be cold and rainy again tomorrow, so I am taking the chance. Yeah, my wheel's on the front porch, unprotected except for by a little patio cover here and the house on one side. Anyway, this is my Bailey wheel with my strong arm, and I'm gonna get to throwing. I'm going to be very rusty, so please don't hold that against me. It's been a long time since I've gotten in. You're going to hear lots of sounds because this is my front yard. So I live in the middle of town, little off a dead end road. My goal is planters for the next couple weeks of all sizes. Whether I'm hand building them, whether I'm throwing them. Apparently I can't throw in the middle, the center. Let's try to get this to bind to the wheel or to the bat. So yeah, all sizes. I'm just going to kind of get this on there good. I still don't have tons of strength in my shoulders, so I use my strong arm to save myself because I have to work. I'm a nurse, so that's what pays the bills for me to play. I'm using Laguna Speckled Buff. Not my favorite clay to use, but my hands need a good exfoliation, so I figured, well, I'll kill two birds with one stone. Feel centered to me, yeah. It doesn't take very long at all to get a center with the strong arm. I don't know how much the clay weighs because I can't find my scale. It gets moved to a different place every time. Okay, feels pretty centered-ish. Not perfect. It's going to be a planter. I'm not too concerned. Spreading it out. See where we're at. And go just a little bit more. Okay. I've almost forgotten how to use the wheel. It's been so long. Get the rim compressed. Speckled Buff is not my favorite. I'm already exfoliating my hands. I'm going to keep this thicker than I would say a bowl or a mug. It dries out so fast. I don't know, maybe I'm just using it wrong. I don't know. Don't watch me for a how-to. Watch me as a how not to most of the time. Pull up the walls a couple more times and then be done with it, because it's a planter. There's a little air bubble in there. I'm not even going to bother trimming him, because planter, perfect thing since I can't get on the wheel tomorrow because it's going to be wet and rainy and cold. So the next one I'll kind of put an over me view so you can see me going and using the strong arm. Tighten it in just a little bit. Getting some of the slip off. Edge doesn't have to be perfect on top, because planter, I'll worry more about it if I was doing mugs or something. Okay. I have the strong arm set up to have a thicker base too, just so I can have my hole in it and not worry. My hands are a little too dry. I should probably be more careful with that. Now's about the point where y'all say, stop messing with it, Cat. Stop messing with it. It's done. And I'm going to. Maybe. Try to figure out what I did with my canvas cloth. I'll get it kind of smooth over the rough edges. A little off balance, so. This is reclaimed clay. So. Okay, trying to get a little bit of an overhead view here. Once again, I can't throw it into the center for the life of me. I'm going to try to get a little taller with this. Like I said, it's been a long time since I've been on the wheel. And I haven't got to be on it a lot since I hurt my shoulder. So it's now, I'd say, 85% back. So that's a good thing. Okay. Gonna get into the centering, bracing my arm on my leg. I'm so short. This chair is a bit off. Maybe I need a taller chair. I don't know. I just know that if I tend to push towards the center too much, and that's when I knock my ball of clay off my wheel. So you have to take that into account. Okay. And you're wet. Make sure it's centered just a little bit more. Feels a little off. I threw it really badly on there. Okay. Within the defines of my square here. Bracing my hands on my legs, my thighs. Made a little wallow coming up and over with the centering part. Or the whole part. I don't know what you call it. Not the centering part. That's pushing the limits on it right there. So but I've got a lot of clay I can pull up. Okay. Just getting a feel for my clay here. I've got a lot down at the bottom. It's really stiff. This part's still the reclaim. The next two balls have been sitting out here a little bit now, but air bubble. Trying to make a bowl because I was looking to the outside of it versus the inside. Just trying to get it a little bit more cylindrical. Everything I make wants to be a bowl. Mugs turn into bowls. Everything turns into bowls. This is going to be a planter of some sort. Now keeping in mind that it, oh goodness, got a little crazy here with that. Even though I don't care about the edge, I do care about the edge. Okay, you can see how thick that is still. I've got a lot I can keep going. Get some of this out of the bottom so I can put some more on the outside. I don't think this clay gets overworked. It just doesn't seem to, it may just be the batch I got, but it's a very dry clay as far as everything. It dries out fast. Okay, let's try to pull some clay up from the bottom. My hands start to dry out already. Trying to get an even pull. Trying to get a little height on it. I don't throw tall to begin with because I'm just so new at it. Every time I start trying to get to learn, I have something else happen, or the weather comes up, or blah blah blah, excuse. But I need to get it inside so I can use it a little more often. But at least the weather's good right now. Let's see what all I got in here, tool wise. Okay, here we go again. Another pull. Sorry, I'm not talking a lot. I just tend to get into my trying to, focus on the throwing and doing it right. Not kill it. So during the winter, all my stuff is stored in my garage, and it got really cold, and so I was worried about my clay. I had my husband bring it all in, and it's now sitting in our dining room, like multiple 100 pounds of clay. And this is going to be done. And then I'm going to change out my bat system and just put a regular bat on and try to see what else, how much further I can push it. Wider, taller, anything like that. I'm going to use my cami cloth. To try to smooth out this rim. That's going to be rough down there. Let's try this one. I don't have just the right tool to burnish down there. Okay. You know what? I just saw a huge air bubble. Stab that sucker. Okay, there we go. Try it. Work it out here. Wet hands. This is where you ruin it. And you remember to not take your hands off really fast, because that's when people say, I think a lot of times, I can't get things centered. I think most of the time it's just because you're centered and then you take your hands off of it really quick. Okay, so there's that. We're calling this a done deal. Probably. Yeah. Alrighty. Done deal on this one. Need to suck some water out of it. Okay. This right, they're going to be dry before I even get them in the house. It's about 70 degrees out here. Tomorrow we're going to have like a high 40 something. It's just crazy. Don't get it. Weather is ridiculous. This is where you're going to see me struggle. I made a really nice big coil pot until I cut the holes in the bottom. I let it wait too long, and then I couldn't get a circle thing in it, so I made a square. So at the corners of the square, all the way across the bottom, the 20-pound pot cracked. Made me sad. I don't know, like I said, how much weight this is. I'm just trying to get it on the wheel. Okay. I'm gonna tame the beast. Let's do that. Starting to make a volcano. It's like half of it's softer than the other side. That's okay. Get some control over it. Ooh, this one's gonna be a struggle. It's more technique than anything. I'm trying to get it good. Okay, here we go. I need something to put my foot on. Do I have anything? No, I do not. Okay. Here we go. Just because it got so dry. Get it to where I can hold it center. It's not the product, it's the person using it. I let this get way too dry, but it's looking better than it did. taming that beast. Y'all can probably already tell that it's a lot better. Now people are going to wonder why I have this big line of dirt along my chest on my shirt. There it is. Okay. Whew. That was trying to get me. There's no telling how much this weighs. Feels just still a little bit off center. Not super concerned though, because it's a planter. Whew. Okay. Potter's gonna get dirty. Plunge in that center. I could pretend and just say I'm done now, but I need to I have like, there's a space about that thick on the outside I can pull up. It's a planter bowl. Off-centered wobbly planter bowl. About to lose it. You know when you feel that wobbly feeling, you're like, oh, it's about to happen. I'm going to give it a second to get over what I'm doing to it. I don't know how to get it straighter up without losing it. Okay, let's try this. Here we go. I just want to make bowls. Bowls, bowls, bowls all day long. It's not supposed to be a bowl. And I want it to get taller. I just can't get throwing taller. I know it'll come with time. Try to do this without losing it. It's getting there. I don't even think I pulled anything up there. I think I just moved it around. Okay, I think I'm about one more chop and we'll call this done. I think I'll have one more barely left in me to work. Oh man, I should have just stopped it with that. Okay. Cats are trying to get outside. They cannot come out here. Okay. I'm gonna use my cami cloth on the rim and be okay with it, so I don't kill it in the meantime. Okay. So it's a bowl planter. Okay. Hoo-wee. Now to get this off the wheel without killing it. So got some water in it. Okay. Okay, it looks like we're going again. Whew. And it took off one of my... Okay. I took the wing nets off from underneath one time and then I lost my wing nuts. This is going to be tough because this has been sitting out for a few. Thought the other one was hard. This is going to be even harder because of the weight of it and how dry it is. Like I said, 70 degrees out here, and I should have covered it up with a towel. We'll remember next time. And there is nothing about oh yeah. Oh yeah. Y'all can laugh at me, see me struggling on this one. I'm going to go for a little narrower and taller pot. Okay, here we go. Oh, another mistake I made. Moisten the strong arm tool because it'll want to stick to it too. Now I've gotten water underneath it, it's going to not want to stick. Come to my channel to watch me struggle, so just say it. Much better. Okay. When you have other clay, older clay, it gets stuck on there, and if you don't clean it off, moisten it up, it'll when you don't have a lot of strength in the shoulders, you have to use every bit of your body to do things. Setting the okay, just so you can see, get a good look. I think it cut off while I was in the middle of throwing it. I don't know when, but anyway, there's my planter. Not perfect, but it is a planter inside. Even when it shrinks, it should hold pretty little flowers or something. Okay, and then pretty little flowers are going to go in here too. Well, out there. All right, thank you everybody.